Hey Cougars, today is Friday, June 2nd. I'm Sean Montiel.
I'm Astrid Alvarez. You're watching Cougar News Network.
Franklin students gather to support their countries in this year's Pink Conference.
It's a simulated United Nations conference where students serve as ambassadors to countries from all over the world. Reporter Marco Cervantes has the details.
I represent Tajikistan.
I'm representing Peru.
I'm a delegate of Egypt.
I represent Somalia.
I am a delegate for the Southern African region.
Students who are part of Mr. McIntyre's AP Human Geography class and members of the Model United Nations team took part in this year's Pink Conference.
The Pink Conference is kind of like a collaboration of people of developing countries, people representing different developing countries.
We learn about a specific country that's in the developing world, and then we use our knowledge with another group of people who have studied other countries and then make resolutions.
We all came together, and in our regions we discussed the problems that we have in our countries and the solutions to fix it.
The students picked a country out of a hat at the beginning of the school year. Since then, they have been researching their countries to help them prepare for the conference.
Every month we have to do a monthly report at the beginning of the next month about what happened in our country.
Our teachers made us do many projects and smaller projects prior, PowerPoints, article summaries to see what topics are going on throughout the country currently.
150 students participated in the conference. It took place Wednesday, May 17th. Students worked together to figure out solutions to their assigned country's problems.
Figuring out what struggles they're going through and figuring out what we can do to help.
When one country has problems like corruption in its leaders and officials, it damages countries in the area too.
I've learned that a lot of developing countries have the same issues, and they do all pretty much need the same kind of help. We all have the same struggles, and we all have to figure out a way to work together.
Students feel like being part of the Pink Conference has been a valuable learning experience.
I've learned that our country and the world has its own problems that we may not think of, and everyday problems that we don't always see.
It's fun to learn about countries that are not like ours because the United States is a very different culture, and it is very, very different from other countries.
Many participants say they plan to be part of it again next year.
It's a good opportunity to learn stuff and just learn about the world.
It's fun to learn about how other countries work and what processes they go through on their day-to-day basis.
This is Marco Cervantes reporting.
Student poets share their work at this year's Student Poetry Reading.
Reporter D.B. Fulkerson explains how the event came together.
Despite whispered promises of forever, part of me knows that within a day, something will change. Tomorrow I will graduate.
April is a month of poetry. Our library tries to have a poetry reading every year to get those who want to read their poems aloud.
Everyone is welcome to walk through the door. It really doesn't matter if you're rich or poor. There are books and boxes and books on shelves. They're free for you to borrow, so help yourselves.
A few of our students step up to read out their poems. Some poems are original, some are published works.
I usually visit the library, and I saw this opportunity, and because I love poetry, I decided to stop by and share a poem I found a while back.
In the poet world, it is custom to snap your fingers every time someone finishes reading their poem, signifying appreciation towards the poet.
And so when somebody reads their poem, instead of clapping, we actually snap our fingers, if you guys have ever seen that before. And there is history to that.
Some teachers wanted to give out extra credit to those who went to the reading.
Well, I have a good selection of them saved, but a lot of them are kind of sad. But I didn't want to read a sad one. That one's still a little sad, but it's more like, oh.
Our librarian is thankful to those that went to the reading and encourages those who want their poems read aloud or shared to come next year. This is D.B. Fulkerson reporting.
The walls of the nurse's office are looking brighter, thanks to student artwork. The main campus nurse, Ms. McAllister, collaborated with the art teacher, Mr. Garceran, for a project to integrate health into art. It began with Ms. McAllister had to clear her walls so they could be painted. She wanted to brighten things up. Since Ms. McAllister has a passion for human anatomy, she wanted to incorporate art into anatomy through student paintings. She approached Mr. Garceran, and together the two created the Anatomy Artwork Project.
I know a lot of these students that have been here because they're sick, I don't know them as artists. I don't know, some surprise me. I'm like, you drew this? Oh my goodness, I had no idea that you were this creative or that you had this skill, this talent. So it's been really neat, not only to decorate my walls and have this beautiful artwork to look at, but to be able to collaborate with a teacher on a project like this, to be able to bring that side, health, anatomy, into the classroom and merge the two.
The nurse says she and Mr. Gasaran plan to make this an annual project.
And Franklin is home to the 2022 Miss Teen Texas Earth.
I spoke with a senior who holds this title about what this honor means to her. Students' passion for environmentalism leads her traveling and competing in a pageant at a national level.
Can we skip to the good part?
Senior Catalina Cruz recently competed in Teen Miss Texas Earth USA and represented us as Teen Miss Texas Earth. She traveled to Orlando, Florida in hopes of using the platform to advocate for the environment and conservation.
It's really about women empowerment and bringing people together through different aspects.
She's really enjoyed her experience thus far, and going to nationals was a dream come true for her.
It was really fun. All the time I was having fun with all the girls, so it was just fun to mess around all the time and not worry about competing or winning. It was just fun to experience the world around me.
Cruz shares that she feels disappointed to see so much stigma surrounding pageantry, about beauty, mental health, and other issues. She feels like it's an inaccurate view and that in her own experience, it has been a very supportive environment to be in.
At my pageant, at least, at my national pageant, they really preached about mental health. It was all centered around it.
Cruz plans to continue in pageantry this upcoming year. She will hand in her crown for the Teen Miss Texas Earth in August and return to competing shortly afterwards.
And that's all for this week, Cougars, as we say goodbye to a very special member of our team. I'm Sean Montiel.
And I'm Astrid Alvarez, signing off. Thanks for watching Cougar News Network.